we belong here too. It's okay for us to take up space. Play bad, but play bad fast. Who cares if you hit it 80 yards or 200?
People know how to hit a golf ball, but that's not golfing. There's a lot that's missing because there are not enough coaches like you.
They are glowing with confidence, and it just brings me so much joy.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm so glad you said that.
I said it. I fucking love golf.
Do you find golf intimidating? This can mean anything to anyone, but the fact is that many people who are even getting better at the game still have fears or hesitations or things that just make them uncomfortable that they want to eliminate when it comes to golf. Many people who've learned on a range have no idea what the game is going to be like when they actually hit the course. These things could be the rules of the game itself that they don't necessarily teach in those bays. The unspoken norms of etiquette, small techniques on how not to flub the ball around the green, even the intimidation of how do I know if I'm practicing the right way? Welcome to the FLG Golf Podcast. I'm your host, Marc, and we're learning from and being inspired by people who are on a journey in golf. My guest today is on that journey and helping others with theirs. She is Karen Amestoy of Friendly Fairways. Karen is helping others to break down those barriers, those fears, that discomfort, and actually enjoy the game on course. So, Karen, welcome to the pod.
Marc, hello. Thank you so much for having me. This has been a long time coming.
It has. I would love to explain to our listeners and viewers how we met.
It's a testament to my motto that if you hate the socials, you're doing it wrong.
So I got a great group of friends here in Singapore. We like to shotgun beers. We like to play loud music. One of the catchphrases that we come up with is we fucking love golf, right? FLG, that's the acronym. We say it all the time. And we had so much fun with this that it became a larger part of my personal Instagram. And when my wife eventually asked me, you know what, can you just find another page to put that hijinks on? And I was like, great, fucking love golf Instagram page, done. During that process, I designed this logo, the Can Man, and I was meeting all kinds of people or seeing all kinds of people like us online. You were one of those. You just started liking our posts. I started liking your posts. And I wanted to design a female logo. And you gave me some tweaks.
Wearing her right here. She needed a high ponytail, and she needed, I think that was the main one.
I think we lowered her breasts a little bit.
It might have been a little turkey.
Thank you for wearing that. That's awesome.
People like it. It's definitely a conversation piece. People will ask, hey, what is that? And it's just a great segue into my lifelong mission to tell people that if they hate the socials, they're doing it wrong, because there's such cool people out there to meet if you approach it with positivity and curiosity.
Tell me about that lifelong journey and your beliefs.
Yeah. So golf, I played a little bit as a kid. In 4-H, we'd go to the muni that had bunny rabbits running across the course, and you'd walk your 9 holes. And so I was introduced to the game at a young age, but it wasn't until I decided to pursue a career in hospitality and get a job at a private country club that I actually started playing more regularly and with less intimidation. And so, about that time, I joined Instagram and I just started following hobbies, and I started punching in golf courses, baseball stadiums, puffins, just things that bring me joy. And slowly but surely, my feed got curated with just cool stuff.
This led to the Sand Tramps, which is a really incredible group of women. How did this journey happen?
So just like you said earlier with me stumbling across you, I stumbled across a couple of girls that we will now call Sand Tramps, but I didn't know them. They had a sizable following. They're on the golf course having a good time. Not as sexualized as some of the accounts that you might see that the popular male golf accounts are following. So I thought, oh, it's cool. I'm finally seeing some representation, right? Not the best players in the world, but good players that like to have fun and are moving around effortlessly with other people golfing. And so, like you said, started following a couple of them. We start commenting on each other's posts. We start liking each other's posts. And so one day, out of the blue in 2019, we call her our unicorn wrangler, our ringleader, Smooteroo, if you follow her on the ground. She sends out a DM, and there's probably 16 girls in the message. And she's like, hi, I either know you or know of you. I've been working my whole life to put together a group of unicorns that I think would play well together, get along well together, have a comparable vibe. What do you say we all go play Bandon Dunes next year? And so, Mark, when I tell you within 30 minutes, there was a Google Doc, people are Venmoing strangers money. Like it was the most quickly organized thing of all time. And it was like first come, first serve, call Bandon, pay your
Yep.
deposit. The first 16 to like pay their folio is in, and the rest is history. So I loaded up and hit the road. All my friends were freaking out. Karen, what are you doing going and playing with these strangers that you don't even know? And my logic, and this plays in with golf, is I'm a solo golfer. I get paired with people all the time, like
Yep.
cool people that want to have a good time, grumpy old men that like you can see their disdain in their face when they see me walking up to the tee box, right? Like I couldn't care less. Like worst case scenario, I'm playing golf with a bunch of turds that I never have to see again, but I did it at Bandon and who
Yep.
cared? And when I say it was lightning in a bottle, everybody was bear hugging like we hadn't seen each other in 30 years. And here we are years later, we're best of friends. We visited each other's homes. We've played in tournaments together. We've since been to Whistler. We've been to Sweetens Cove in Tennessee. We've played SoCal golf. We've played Hawaii golf. Like, it's just, again, if you don't like the internet, you're doing it wrong. There's beautiful people out there that are just like you. You just have to fight them.
What magic.
It really was.
So what have you learned from this group about golf?
Oh gosh. That it's okay to not care about your score. And if these girls have taught me anything, it's we belong here too. It's okay for us to take up space. Play bad, but play bad fast. Who cares if you hit it 80 yards or 200? Your game is your game as long as you're being mindful of who's around you. And it was really
Yep.
breath of fresh air.
At what point did you decide to start Friendly Fairways? And was it related to the Sand Tramps and your adventures there?
Um, Good question. Yeah, I think because I started posting about the strangers I met on the internet, and just in the last year, a lot of my girlfriends who I didn't even know either played golf or wanted to play kept approaching me when I'd see them out and about, like, oh my gosh, Karen, you're so inspiring. I want to learn how to play the game like you do. You look like you
Mhm.
have so much fun. Whenever I go out, I'm stressed out the whole time. And it just kind of morphed from that.
So people start reaching out to you about their fears, this discomfort that is preventing them from just having the confidence to jump in and learn this sport. What were those fears?
So a lot of them were just knowledge of equipment. The first session isn't a playing session. We sit around at the 19th hole. We have drinks. I say, bring your bag. We're going to inventory your clubs. We're going to talk about what you like about the game. We're going to talk about what throws you off.
Yep.
It's just a discovery. And one of the girls, she says to me, I hate my irons. They make my hands zing. And I'm like, well, let's look at your irons. And she pulls them out and she's playing these like Jack Nicklaus, 1986, Golden Bear, steel shaft monsters. I'm like, oh, sweet girl. Like, I want you to swing my like tailor-made graphite shaft. And within one swing, she was like, oh my gosh, this has changed my life. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But plus, whoever she's been playing with, her dad, her boy, her husband, it didn't occur to them, right?
So the structure that you've come to is that there are 6 sessions or workshops or lessons that you have found really build up this confidence and remove that intimidation. What's that lesson plan?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a 6 parts. It's 6 sessions make up the workshop. So session 1, we call it the assessment and workshop overview. And we get together at the 19th tee. I introduce myself as their coach. I explain to them why I've chosen to do this, right? I love the game. I want everyone to love the game, grow the game. And we talk about their equipment, their fears, what they love about the game, where they've played, who they play with, what they want to get out of it. I ask them, what's your favorite club? What club do you hate? And I take notes on all that. And then session 2 is just putting. And I teach them stroke and stance. And I teach them how to have a successful range session with putting, right? And then basically we just move further and further until we're back at the tee box. So session
Yeah.
4 is fairway fundamentals. We go to the range and we shoot all the flags. So I can say, all right, let's hit some clubs and see how far you hit your clubs, because playing with
Yep.
someone and constantly having to ask someone, what should I hit? How far should I hit? Nobody likes that, right? So we fix
Yeah.
that. And then session 5, we kind of encompass all those things. And so I
Yeah.
teach them that a range session isn't going to the pro shop, getting 75 balls in a bucket, and then just hitting them all as quickly as you can, right? Like you're
Yeah.
going to spend 20 minutes putting, and I want you to hit 3 balls and then come up for air, reset, realign, aim for a different target, hit 3 balls, hit 3 balls. The chippers, same thing. The last session brings it all together. We go to the executive course at our Muni and we walk 3 holes. and we teach them all the little things of whose turn it is. Again, we don't really focus on their swing or their score or anything. We just focus on those little nudges of etiquette. So the next time they go out, they can ask smart questions. They can
Yeah.
be a little confident. And it's just fantastic to see how confident they feel by that last round. Because the first day they're like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. This is nuts. And by that session 6, where we take it to the course and walk 3 holes, they are glowing with confidence. And it just brings me so much joy, because if one more person falls in love with the game like I have, I'm happy.
How about putting? What intimidates an early golfer about being on a green?
Yeah, I think 9 times out of 10, it's swing speed and tempo. I'm able to explain to them about alignment and speed. And those tend to be the biggest things. They have no idea that their feet are set up in a way that they're going to miss it by a mile. And then,
Mhm.
I'll lay the stick down and show them the train tracks method that we teach the little kids. And oh my gosh, game changer. I never know which way to aim. So it's
Yeah.
really, when people aren't good golfers, it's not usually because they can't be good. It's just because no one taught them like those simple little things. And
Mhm.
the other drill is, if you were facing the hole and you were rolling the ball forward, do you have an idea of how hard or soft you would need to roll that ball to reach the hole? And they go,
Mhm.
well, yeah. Okay, we'll do that, but sideways. And they, oh my God, I never thought of it that way. No one ever explained it that way. I think the thing I hear the most is, oh my gosh, no one ever explained it that way. And
Yeah.
that's my magic touch, or my secret weapon is I'm very approachable and I use regular people language.
You're absolutely approachable.
Yeah.
Now, most of the etiquette happens on the green. Is this where you touch on that?
Nope, I don't even bring it up because I don't want
Mm.
to jar their brains with stepping in lines and how to mark a ball. We worry about that at the final session. And even then, it's just, I think that's not as big of a problem as maybe golfers think is the problem, right? Because I'll
Mm.
tell you what, the people who are not replacing their divots are not the beginning golfers.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm so glad you said that. We
I
play.
said it.
Real talk, you said that. Oh God. We play a night golf course here in Singapore that's really beautiful. And their members don't rake bunkers. They don't fix divots. Like, I am a visiting golfer and I feel like I'm doing all that shit.
Yep.
It's incredible. And I think that's where people have approached you instead of their teaching pro, to teach them some of these things that they want to get in, but they want to use you as their avenue into the game.
Yeah. I tell them I'm your gateway lessons, right? I'm going to teach you
Mhm.
what to ask. And then by all means, if you love this game, now you have the confidence to go buy your 6 sessions from the pro. And it's just really barrier to entry. I know I say it over and over, but
Yeah.
if you can just get a few less people not afraid to say, hey, I'd love to book 6 lessons with you.
Maybe you're not the gateway. Maybe you're the lubricant. How about that?
There we go. I like that. That'll work.
Do you ever explain that it's okay to not use a club that you are just not confident in?
Yeah, I've actually, when we did the playing lesson, this last group of girls, I made them leave clubs in their cars. So we're
Mm.
not even gonna worry about these clubs. We're not using these clubs. You don't like this club. We're not using it. Well, don't I need it? No, you don't need it. So
Yeah.
teaching them that they don't always have to pull their longest club, and that there is value in hitting a club that you like hitting, whether it's gonna get there or not. Because at this point in the game, right, they're a 20 plus handicap. They're probably scoring a 6 or 7 on most holes. Doesn't matter if they're 20 yards short, because they should have pulled 2 clubs longer.
So the final lesson is taking this to the course.
Yes.
What do you teach there?
I'll explain about how you pop into the pro shop to ask for a tee time. I walk them through the scorecard. I teach the tee box etiquette, and then it's really great to see it in action, because by this point I'm asking questions. Hey, what do you think you should hit? Hey, what does the grass look like here? How does it make you feel? Oh, I hate this grass. All right, then pull a club longer than what you think you need. We touch a little bit on like out of bounds and hazard, and when it's appropriate to pick up your pole, what a drop looks like. Then we go into fixing divots and raking bunkers, because that is a moot point on a practice facility. And again, seeing how much more confident they are after that first session, when they think that they don't have any business even being in the Friendly Fairways workshop. They go, okay, I'm a golfer now. They can go to someone else for the technical trackman lessons down the road, but I'm going to teach them to not be afraid of the game.
You're the lube.
I'm the lube, swing lube.
Where can people find you and how do they get involved and where?
Yeah. So if you're in my area, I'm in Stockton, California. So anyone who's local, they can DM me at Friendly Fairways 209. They can follow along. They can find me on Sand Tramp Golf Adventures. And if they're local, I'll teach them. If they're not local, I could probably figure out how to do some pretty legit virtual lessons.
I'm very
Thank
much
you.
looking forward to following along your journey and having you back and giving us updates about how it's going.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what I learn as an instructor. I'll be excited to see what other problems I can help solve down the road.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yeah.
Karen.
Thanks, Marc. Fucking love golf.
Fucking love golf.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching the FLG Golf Podcast. Subscribe to keep learning from, laughing with, and being inspired by others who are on a journey and have found lives in golf. If you've got an idea for a show, or if you want to be a guest, hit me up. And don't forget, you can find us wherever you listen to your podcasts. For a playlist of other full episodes, click right here. For a playlist of best of highlight reels from all our full episodes, click right here. Thanks again for watching, and fucking love golf.